We need to get to our next guest, and it's Oscar season, and this is you. Do you like the Oscars, Todd?
I get excited, yeah.
Do you have a party at the Oscars?
No.
Would you ever invite me?
Of course I would.
If you did have one? All right. Oscar season is right around the corner. I mean, we're in the midst of it, and the Oscars are in a few weeks, and our next guest, we're going to be talking about the Oscars, perhaps some Oscar predictions, and his microphone is certainly on. No testing necessary. Please welcome to the show, Winston Churchill.
This grave occasion is forced upon us, as you know, Scott, when a podcast reaches a point of crisis when it cannot go any further. A new prime minister could be brought in to rescue it from its darkest hour. Prime Minister, second only to the host in power, Your Majesty.
Welcome to the show. God, that was almost as loud as Todd. He's drinking from a...
Drinking, yes, brandy and gin and bacon, indeed.
What do you call that drink?
I call it a Churchill.
Winston Churchill, it's so good to see you. I thought you were passed away.
Yes, indeed I did.
A lot like Obama.
I am summoned in times of dark depths of film crisis when our very industry is threatened.
Which industry is this? Is this the film industry?
The film industry is threatened by a grave danger.
If you're the real...
And that danger is Dunkirk.
Oh, aren't you in Dunkirk?
I am not in Dunkirk. I am in the darkest hour.
I know you're in the darkest hour, but I feel like they take your orders, at least in Dunkirk.
Dunkirk was stolen from the darkest hour. It was a film that was ripped from our reels and metastasized into a disaster.
But you weren't in the darkest hour. You're just... This is getting very confusing.
I am. It is a documentary picture. You understand?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
They snuck film cameras back?
We live in a universe with many wormholes. The actions of the voters of your academy today hold sway over the legions and armies of 70 years ago.
Okay, so
is the logic laid out enough to proceed?
That's enough for me. Yeah,
yes, just a series of predictions that I would like to.
So you
make.
have some. You have some Academy Award predictions.
I wouldn't say predictions, although I already
you just
have.
did. Yeah,
but so there are some regrets that I have. Among them, misspeaking now and then.
Sure.
And also perhaps a genocide here and there. But I would like in this dark matter to say that if we do not award the darkest hour the best picture of 2017, then this industry shall collapse, and all the subsequent pictures shall not come true.
Okay,
that's not.
I don't know. I mean,
are you doubting the logic or what I threatened?
You seem a little biased. I mean, the real Winston Churchill, I don't know what he cares about the film industry. I'm starting to think that maybe you are Gary Oldman, who just can't get out of character.
These are the dreams of the West shall never come back. Our empire is founded upon winning an Oscar every year, whether the movie is good or not.
Oh. Now, Gary,
that is all we have. We surrendered an empire. All we have is the goddamn Oscar movies because no one watches them. Yeah, I can always count on Lord Glass.
Wow. Todd, you have a question?
Todd, you've spoken before about the lights going low.
Oh, yeah.
We face a crisis where perhaps the lights could be dimmed completely across all of Europe because of Mr. Hitler and his alliance with Christopher Nolan. And the film Dunkirk, celebrating the retreat of this British army from the Nazis.
That you ordered, and you ordered it in the movie Darkest Hour.
I did not order it. It was forced upon me in the middle of it. It came through it here.
Stop it. Can we talk about other categories?
Tables offer banging and jowls offer jowling.
Can we talk about other categories here? Like best actor. Who do you...
Best act. Well, of course, there is a contender. We can all agree on this. Daniel Day-Lewis does not stay in character nearly enough during the Phantom Thread.
I would imagine that once he stopped filming that role, he stopped...
The entire performance of Phantom Thread unraveled.
Right.
At once.
So, but you, Gary Oldman, have stayed in character.
Churchill!
Oh.
You stayed in
I
character.
am Winston Churchill, and I have a thriving acting career beyond this performance as Gary Oldman. Thank you very much.
I don't know. You're still wearing the fat suit. Honestly, when I watched you in...
This is not a fat suit. I lose weight aggressively when I must accept an award.
Honestly, when I was watching the film The Darkest Hour, I was like, this is like watching The Clumps. You know what I mean? It's like he's wearing a fat suit. We're all like, oh, this is a cool trick, you know? But
You're it's wearing like the Clumps, but with one character, but many voices and pitches available.
That's true. Okay, describe your 3 or 4 different voices.
Well, there is one voice. There is one voice which you might recognize from some of my early film work.
What's that?
Well, I was the voice of Quado in Total Recall, and that is voice number 1 by Winston Churchill.
So you got Quado down low.
Open your minds to me.
Okay.
They edited out my bowler hat.
So then you take it up a little bit. It's no longer Quado when you take it up slightly in pitch.
When it is going up in talent.
How is that?
It's not good for the listeners, I'll tell you that.
Yes, this podcast, I cannot promise anything but grating. Several more hours of intense, painful listening, but it must be done to save our empire. We promise to fight.
You fight the other nominees?
Until the end.
For the right to party.
Yes.
You fight for the right to party? Because I know the Beastie Boys.
Gentlemen, we promise to fight until the final envelope. We shall fight with our screeners.
What are you going to...
We shall fight... This is the big speech.
Oh, sorry.
We shall fight in the pages of the trade papers. We shall fight with growing confidence on the billboards of the Sunset Strip and Melrose Avenue. We shall wage a whispering campaign against the crews and producers of Dunkirk. We shall never give up. There will always be a Focus Features.
Wow. That was so loud. Is that the hallmark of a good speech, being loud?
Yes. That's one of the things I teach in my acting class.
You teach acting,
yes.
Winston Churchill.
Tinkling of ice cubes.
Loud.
Lighting of cigars.
Sure.
Constantly, every scene, something to clip and clap about.
The smoke in here is
it's a little much, yeah.
I must warn you that an I-Tonya curtain has fallen across the whole of Europe.
Who do you see for best documentary?
Yeah, but of course the best documentary
is The Darkest Hour. I'm sorry.
Darkest Hour.
Animated short?
Boss Baby. Where?
You were a boss baby, I can imagine.
I was a boss baby.
Did you always talk like this?
Yes, and I used to have a charity that I used to start Twitter fights from, just like Mr. Baldwin as well. The Churchill Foundation for screaming at people online.
It's a deep cut, but very important to you, it seems.
Yes, very, just to get that little jab in.
Sure. And what about best song, best nominated song?
Oh, yeah.
There wasn't one for Darkest Hour.
Well, there was a Darkest Hour song.
Really?
It was unfortunately cut for time and for freedom.
For time, because normally they just play them over the credits, and I noticed the credits didn't have anything over them. They were just totally silent.
We decided that the song was a bit too up-tempo for us. The Darkest Hour.
What was it exactly?
It's the darkest hour. It's the darkest hour. Old Churchill's gonna win. It's the darkest hour. Darkest hour. Darkest hour. Hitler can never win.
So rhyming win with win.
Every single line of the song.
Wow.
We shall never give up. We shall only win. We shall fight on, and we'll always win.
So just win over and over and over.
And
yeah.
I tap dance for 3 steps until I collapse down the stairs.
Oh.
And the band plays on. Indeed, it was their finest hour.
I thought that was a Titanic thing, and the band
I
played
can't
on.
watch the Titanic.
You can't? What's wrong with it, Todd?
Well,
I can't watch the film Gallipoli. Yes.
I'm sure it's a good movie. I'm sure there's other movies. I don't know why it shouldn't apply to other movies, but for that movie, there's so much horror that's going to go on. It gives me anxiety.
So when you're watching Jack and Rose get together, it's like and have sex in a car. It's like pretty soon you're going to be drowning.
And then doing the thing, and then while it's happening, I know that it's just going to lead to them. One person in the raft and the other person in the water, freezing cold, and it just gives me anxiety.
That's like any movie, though. Do you have trouble at like 2/3 of the way through the movie? You're like, I knew it. Some trouble.
For some reason, I know. I'm even saying that. Like that's every movie. You know that something bad's going to happen. How can you enjoy the beginning?
You should just watch movies where like good things happen. Like people give presents to each other in every scene.
Yeah.
Ironically,
you think, like what about Marley and Me? You know what it is? Maybe when it
Did you
comes...
say Marley and Me?
Yeah, like that, a dog's going to die at the end.
Right.
I would say the Duke of Marlborough and me. Yes, someone out there.
Hello?
Sort of. I guess watching
Anyway.
The Darkest Hour is a lot like that because we know, I mean, you or the character you're playing, Gary.
The character that is being played by the character that I would...
You do lead England out of World War II, although I don't know quite how other than just by shouting at people.
I shout at people. I take a plane ride over France just to look at how bad it's going.
I never really got a sense watching the movie, like, what did he actually do? Like, he rode around on the subway, took a poll of people, and then he, like, shouted at a bunch of people.
And I gave a fuck you to everyone that I turned around a victory.
And then we see, we just basically, like...
Speeches, yes.
Yeah.
And, of course, there's a lot of ADR done on those scenes because there were people booing and checking their phones.
Right, I bet when it was filmed, everyone had to be totally silent and miming, hitting things. And everyone's like, quiet, we need Gary to, we need a clean take.
Winston.
Sorry, we need a clean take for Winston.
For Winston.
Yes, indeed.
Right.
Your jacket says Gary on it that's hanging on your chair.
Yes, with a star because I am still arguably in character.
Right. What are your plans for Oscar night? You gonna...
My plans for Oscar night is to find Guillermo del Toro and slip him a lethal dose.
Lethal dose?
A lethal dose of
what?
aspirin.
That's a lot of aspirin.
A bottle and a half.
Is that like
aspirin.
30 aspirin?
Yes, because this island is gravely threatened by the shape of water.
Why don't you use like a small dose of poison?
Guillermo del Toro. The Spaniard shall not rise against the lion.
Okay, let's not talk about Spaniards.
Well, that's exactly how
He made a
racist
good
I
point.
am.
Why not a small dose of poison as opposed to a huge
like a
dose?
lot of
Because aspirin, it could be literally 10 bottles. I don't know.
Because in times of war, one expects a small dose of poison, but a bottle of pills could be disguised as a happy medicine of a friend.
Yeah, there's truth to that.
Todd, I feel like you're just saying that to shut him up.
Have you looked in your medicine cabinet, Mr. Glass?
Have you ever looked in a medicine cabinet? Usually I just reach for things. I don't even look in it.
Yeah, I know where everything's at.
Yeah, I know exactly where it is. It's like this here, this here, this here.
My medicine cabinet is very organized.
I will be carefully booing against 3 billboards above where Missouri and Zelda.
I watched the movie. I'm like,
what?
The 3
billboards.
billboards above Missouri,
Missouri.
whatever the hell that is.
I watched that movie and I was like, what about 4 billboards? And they're actually in Ebbing. Like that would make it better, wouldn't it?
The only 3 billboards I have to offer are blood, toil, tears, and sweat.
That's 4.
Tears and sweat count as 1.
There 1? Okay, tears and it's like an ampersand. It's like teams in the WGA.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Credited as 1.
All right. Anything else about the Oscars you want to say?
Christopher Nolan shall be tried for war crimes at Nuremberg.
I think so.
For the darkest hour.
It's
for the Dark Knight, at least.
It's a silly movie contest.
Dunkirk could have been filmed with little ducklings in a bathtub. Did you see it? Darkest
not
Hour
a bad
contains
idea.
the best parts of Dunkirk with better boats, and also a little taste of the King's speech as well.
Yeah, you do. You do have that dude from the King's-
3 films in one, if you don't count.
It's a lot like those Marvel movies where it's like, oh wow, the Hulk is in Thor, and
If you don't count John Lithgow, whom I personally devoured in order to play this part.
Wait, I thought it was a fat suit. You actually ate John Lithgow?
I devoured the flesh of John Lithgow.
You ate John Lithgow.
Up to his vocal cords so he can still collect his pension.
So from the neck up, he's still with us.
Quite
Ate
with
it
us,
like
yes.
a boa constrictor almost. He started it
in order to stop Hitler from doing the same to this island. As depicted in the movie The Darkest Hour. If you haven't shredded it already, I'm sure the screener is still available for viewing
Wait.
in your front porch.
You're shredding your screeners?
Yeah, well,
I know they ask you to.
I shred everyone else's screeners for Dunkirk, to be sure. I sneak into people's homes and I
wondered.
find that screener. And
You're
I
like
go,
the Santa Claus of Dunkirk
shredding
shredders.
Dunkirk. Kenneth Branagh. Indeed, Kenneth Branagh will pay for his crimes, as will Tom Hardy.
I'm going to leave you some milk and cookies for when you come by and shred my screener.
Leave me some
Animal
milk and
crackers.
sausages.
He likes animal
Oh, yeah, maybe some brandy
A
and
splash of brandy and
bacon.
perhaps bacon and maybe a call from Franklin Roosevelt.
All right.
To make the movie worthwhile.
Well, Gary, good luck. Winston,
Oh, you know that's going to make him mad.
I don't mean to set you off. I don't know what I'm doing to our guests today. Where
Why, don't
There-
worry, Scott. I'm entering one of my black moods, one of my dark episodes.
darkest hours. Yeah, we know.
But
Yeah,
what a grip of a great depression that I will enter for a few moments to let the focus transfer to another guest, but also
right.
to pity myself.
All right, well,
because
we need to-
Maybe I will lose.
we need to take a break. I mean, momentum is on your side, certainly, Gary. For the
but you never know. You never know. The Nazis and the communists could win.
they're just actors. It's just a stupid little movie content. Okay, but I'm sorry, but we do need to take a break. Will you please enter into your depression?
Oh, I'm sitting on a mattress.
It's a weird brag.
Pouting over a map.
Is that a
Okay,
humble
all right.
brag?
Yeah, I'm not sure. All right. We're gonna go
I
to.
look like a pig from a porcelain shop.
All right, we're gonna go to a break. You sit there pitying yourself. Todd, get your energy up because after the break we have a dental hygienist, and this is exciting. We're gonna ask her all sorts of questions about the mouth and everything around the mouth, the head.
The jowls.
Maybe not so much the jowls, although that may come up.
The neck, third chin.
Yeah, anything basically that John Lithgow still has.
I'm probably already giving up.
All right, well, we'll come right back with more Comedy Bang Bang after this.
The smoke is really killing me.
Comedy Bang Bang, Todd Glass is here with Toggla. I've already forgotten it. What's your Netflix
Oh, Act
special?
Happy.
Act Happy. And we also have Winston Churchill. Gary Oldman is here.
Winston Churchill is here.
I'm
Winston
very
Churchill.
sorry to be here.
You're sorry to be here.
I am indeed, yes. I feel like and look like Winnie the Pooh, stuck in a hole in a wall.
You do.
Being rammed by Mr. Hitler's 100-acre wood. Ow.
Well, we
Ow.
Yes.
I feel as defeated as the film Dunkirk.
Well, hopefully. Well, we need to get to our next guest. This is exciting. She's a dental hygienist. I'm not sure where she practices, but we'll get to that. Please welcome to the show, Becky.
Hi.
Hi, Becky. So nice to meet you.
I'm so happy to be here.
This is Todd Glass. He's a
my
professional
goodness.
comedian.
Nice to
It's
meet
very
you.
nice to meet you.
And this is, please refer to him as Winston
Winston
Churchill.
Churchill.
Prime Minister,
Okay.
who knows how long I shall serve, but Madam, I am at all.
Oh, this is so exciting. I've never seen a live comedy show, and I don't really know anything about pop culture, so, I don't really know who either one of you are.
Yeah,
that's
that's
okay.
fair.
That's
I mean,
okay.
we wouldn't expect. I mean, Todd, the general public at large doesn't know who you are.
No.
That's safe to say.
Yeah,
you
I
have to
mean-
have a very specific interest in what you do in order to have some sort of recognition of your name.
I never get if someone doesn't know who I am. Of course, worse. My mom, sometimes a friend will be like, "Oh, he's famous," and I go, "Mom, if I was that famous, you wouldn't have to tell them." So
Exactly.
So to be clear, as like a comedian, like you like get on stage and like take a suggestion from like the audience and then like do a show or something?
Yes, I do. Oh,
no,
that's what I also do as Prime Minister. Yeah.
You just took suggestions
I
from the
take
audience?
suggestions from the king, from people on the tube.
Well, that's
more-
just taking orders.
yeah, you're sort of that actually is true.
I also ask for a location, and it is always on the beaches, on the landing docks. We will never give up.
You're
Dunkirk.
thinking of more. You know what? I apologize. Your name again?
Becky.
Becky. You're thinking more of probably improv where they take suggestions.
So
Stand up is more
do
like.
you wear a wig and like do silly things?
I mean, honestly,
Indeed, I do.
Todd, do you wear a wig? I
No.
mean, it's a question that
No, I don't wear a wig.
No.
I mean, I would if there was a funny bit or something, but no, mostly my stand-up is like, do you know any stand-ups at all? Like maybe that you haven't seen but on TV?
Well, there's this like really funny one that I love named Dean Cook. Like I saw his one time, his stand up one time, and I was just like, tee like that's for me.
that's high praise for Becky, I guess. Tee
Yeah, tee
Well, I do basically, Dane is
You
a
do
stand-up
what
and I'm
he
a stand-up.
does?
Yeah, in that area,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dane Cook and
Then I
other
understand.
countries in Scandinavia have been overrun by the armies of Hitler.
Oh no, that sounds terrible.
Do you know who Hitler is, obviously?
Yeah, like I've heard about him and they like talked about him like when I was like in school and like I was like, wow, like my hot take is he's bad.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not really the hottest.
That's
he
about
at least
right.
did a lot of bad things.
Yeah, like I just like for me,
So wait, you think Hitler wasn't bad, Todd?
Well, I mean, I like to be positive.
So you think Hitler was good?
I think something must have happened.
Can we
bad
just
in
get
his
you
life.
real clean in the mic saying, I'm Todd Glass from Netflix's Act Happy, and I think Hitler is good?
I'm Todd Glass from Netflix, Act Happy, and I think Hitler was a nice guy, but did a lot of bad things. I don't know. I don't want this to be isolated. But anyway, but how long have you been? Can I ask? Because
Yes.
oddly, like you don't know about comedy. I don't
No.
know a lot about dental. Like how
No,
long
I
do
mean,
you have to go to school?
I maybe talk to a dental hygienist for 2 hours a year when I go in at the beginning of the year and then halfway through the year. And, our conversations aren't that far reaching.
yeah, and like people don't really generally ask me questions, which like bums me out because there's so much to learn about the mouth. Like you have teeth. There's top teeth and there's bottom teeth, and then you have a tongue.
I even thought about that.
Becky,
You haven't
Yes.
thought about that?
I have
No,
not
not
had
that,
a
like,
dental examination in over 75 years.
Oh my goodness, you probably are riddled with cavities and other problems.
Yes.
Can you look
been
into
dead.
I don't wanna-
Depression.
Can you look into his? I don't. Maybe this
Dietary.
isn't my
Would you
place
like to
ask.
look into my mouth
Yes,
and give
please.
me
Just like a
Okay.
topical examination.
Yes.
Let me
Open
just
and
get
say,
Let me just get a little drink before I
Okay,
do.
perfect. Yes, lube your
And then-
mouth up.
Just a puff on the cigar.
Oh, sure. Oh no. Oh, God. Oh, no. You don't even have teeth. You just have
Yes.
little humps of dirt in your mouth.
Little humps of dirt is all this island and empire hinge upon.
Oh, no. You really have to get that
scary.
fixed.
You got it, yeah.
I'm not even a dental hygienist, and that's you.
It's a frightening sight.
It
But
Yes.
it might change the voice of the greatest orator in all
Maybe,
of
but
Britain's
I have
history.
to warn you, do not eat a Jolly Rancher because your little
That's good
dirt
advice.
teeth will
How about
crumble.
me? Do you mind?
Yes,
Because I don't.
please.
When you go to a party, you don't want to go up to a doctor. Hey, but can you look like
Well,
a
it's my
topical?
favorite thing that happens at parties. Oh, you have teeth.
I guess so.
Yes, let me count them. 1, 2, 16, 32. Okay,
So are
you
they
have
good?
them all.
Does it look like I take?
It's a big jump from 2 to 16.
Why am I hoping?
Well, yeah, I didn't want to.
You just had to get going.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
didn't
it's
wanna-
like a car getting up to 65 miles an
Yeah,
hour.
you skip a whole bunch,
Yeah, you're
but
going to
you
be at
get
1,
there.
2, 3, 4, 5 for a
Yes.
while, and then boom, you're right.
Yeah.
Becky, is
Yes.
it possible I could survive on a diet of alcohol and tobacco and swallowing whole strips of bacon without chewing them with any teeth?
Honestly, probably.
No,
because
why are
bacon,
you saying probably?
Well, bacon is meat. Meat is good. Alcohol has water in it.
Yeah, so it's kind of healthy.
true.
Yeah,
That is
so you're
true.
getting your water and you're getting your meat. So,
I feel as if I could party with you.
I can
Hey, are
party.
you looking to party?
I
Can
can
you come
party.
to number 10 Downing Street and become the personal representative of the Prime Minister?
Oh my goodness, you just mumbled a bunch, but I'm down.
I won't pay for the flight. You'll have to get to London
You gotta be
on your
a
own.
local hire.
How long is dental hygienist school?
It is 2.5 years.
2.5. What do you do for the extra half a year?
Well, that's when you take your exams and your quizzes and you sleep.
Oh, I see. It was wait. You're counting the sleep as.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
You have to sleep a lot because if you're not well rested, you might mess up somebody's mouth.
So it's 2 full years of school.
Yes.
And then half a year. So it's really like a 3-year program
Yeah, I guess it is like 3 years, but like
because you're not counting your downtime either.
correct.
Right. Okay. So it's like a 4-year thing then, maybe.
Maybe like a 6-year thing, but
okay.
like you sleep for a lot of those years.
Sure. Yeah.
You
I mean,
have to
yeah.
rest up.
In
and
a 6-year
recharge.
period, you probably sleep for 2 of those years.
Yes, absolutely. Because
How old are you?
I'm 39.
You're 39. Have you ever thought that you have probably been asleep for 13 of those years?
I think about that all the time
Yeah.
because
It's
I
like
think
13
you're
years of your life just gone.
just gone, and but like not truly gone because like you have dreams. You know what
That's
I
true.
mean?
Yeah. So it's kind of
That
like
is true. That is true.
Mhm, yeah.
I have a question, and
Yes,
I don't. I know
please.
you might not know the answer to this.
No, I
but,
will.
Very confident.
The I don't know if this is an urban legend or not.
Sure.
But the
What do you mean by urban? Like black people tell it? Or?
No. You hear it, but there might not be validity to
Yeah,
it.
should we
okay.
be changing the name of urban legend to just like folktale?
Folk-
Maybe
I
that
think
would be
so
more.
This
because
might
it
be a
implies a
folktale.
lot of.
I
like,
heard a
Yes.
disturbing urban legend.
Was it about black people or folktale?
That a film called Lady Bird was a dark horse candidate to perhaps win.
I don't think you should be saying
Oscar.
urban and dark in the same sentence.
Well,
it's really.
I'm from a time when I get away with anything.
Yeah, that's true. Gary, you're actually just like a 50-year-old dude. In the,
If you call me Gary
Oh,
one
no.
more time,
Oh
I
no!
swear
Sit
to God,
down! Sit down!
I swear
oh my
to
goodness!
God.
Put your fists
Oh, no.
down!
I will give you
Oh
a
my
teachable
God.
moment you can't even imagine.
Oh,
Here.
oh my God!
God, your hand turned into like a razor blade, like Inspector Gadget's sort of knife. That
my
was
God.
frightening.
That
I
was so
do. That
scary.
is one of the secret weapons I never got to use because
Yeah,
World
you never-
War II never came to hand-to-hand combat between
Oh
me and
no!
Hitler.
Todd is not okay.
Todd, are you
Todd,
okay?
Are you
Honestly,
okay?
The smoke is honestly starting.
It's a
It is
lot.
Well,
very
I've
thick in
pre-lit.
here.
I have pre-lit 2 further cigars that I have
Yeah.
yet to even get in.
Good Lord.
Becky, do you like looking in someone's mouth when it just reeks of cigar smoke?
I mean, honestly, that's not my first choice of a mouth to
Oh,
look in.
What's your first
Becky.
choice?
I love baby mouths because they're new mouths
Yeah.
and they don't
Like Boss Baby. That would be
Yes.
great.
I would love to look.
Although
in
didn't Boss
Baby's
Baby
mouth.
did he smoke cigars?
If he did, then the whole thing is
Probably.
stolen from other ideas. That part being Baby Herman.
My question was,
Yes.
do you the suicide rate amongst
Yes.
dentists is supposedly a very high rate? Is
Yes.
that
Did
Did
true?
you say supposedly?
Yes.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. There's no
Supposedly.
B in supposedly.
Supposedly, yeah.
Supposedly.
It's like General E. Lee. That's how
Yes.
you can remember it.
Yes, supposedly General E. Lee.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a
That's
great-
a good.
or
That's a
that's
good
a
thing to put in
great
the pocket of
mnemonic
your
device.
mind.
Yes, great way to stumble into it. Yes.
Is it? Why,
It is true.
Why?
Why?
I mean, honestly, I think it's because of the pressure, and that white jacket is not flattering.
Oh.
You know, if you have to look at yourself every day
That
in
makes
white,
sense when you hear about it.
I mean,
like, tough.
honestly, white like black is more slimming.
black is very slimming.
Sort of what I said. In all fairness, and I'm not trying to make her agree with me. White, it's too bright.
It is
Okay,
too
you're-
bright.
Well,
White is too bright.
She knows.
I get
She's a
it.
doctor.
Do you know a costume that is not slimming at all?
Fat suit.
To have a big floppy bow tie and a bowler hat and a fob of a watch draped
And-
across the fattest part of your belly.
And a fat suit. That's part of the
Fat suit
costume.
isn't
Yeah,
slimming,
that
right? If
suit
you
will
want to look
truly
thin,
make you bigger.
That was my physical corporeal reality.
Don't you wear white as a dentist and you want it bright in there because like you don't want to slip up when you're drilling into
Well,
it. You know,
that's
you need
a common misconception.
Really?
You don't need bright lights when you're doing dentistry.
Interesting.
You need mood lighting, and you need it to be lit kind of like a nightclub. Like, because you're not going to pull the wrong tooth.
Right.
Because if you pull the wrong one, just try again.
Okay.
So
Oh,
truly, you're never wrong because you can always try
just
again.
find the right one.
Yes.
You just-
Aaliyah said it best.
The obvious.
Pick yourself up and try again. So, and that's
Who was that who said that?
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah,
The
right.
late, great Aaliyah,
Yes.
who died last
I
year.
heard an urban legend that she's dead. Is that
Yeah,
right?
I think she passed away last year.
And
Right.
what about the teeth?
Because of Hitler.
I don't wanna-
Maybe.
What
Who
about
knows?
the teeth that you're pulling that are good teeth?
Oh, yeah, that happens sometimes. But then you either make a necklace or sell it on the black market.
Oh, I
So
didn't
there's
think about
one
that.
Urban
of two
market.
choices. You could say urban market because a lot of black people love teeth.
So what?
That is true, and I know that because of some friends of mine.
Trying to relate. I thought that they just threw away the teeth when they were done with them.
No,
Really?
one of two options. You make a necklace or you sell it. And there's a huge market for teeth because, like, old people, I don't know if you know this, but they lose their teeth. So they're always looking for more teeth. Dentures are not made of fake teeth. They're made of human teeth.
Isn't it, Becky? You all right there?
Are you
pulling out
dusting your dirt teeth?
Well, I am afraid I might have mixed things up terribly earlier
no.
when I showed you my mouth.
Yes.
I may have actually been showing you my bum hole.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
And
Oh my gosh. That explains why it looked
the
like
dirt
so
clumps.
much
That
dirt.
explains the dirt
That
clump.
Which
explains
means
it.
that
Oh my
I've
God.
been giving myself gin enemas and dribbling it down the backside and also smoking a cigar
Yeah,
from
that-
my
I
asshole.
mean, you would be surprised how often that happens.
Let me take this bow tie and hat off of my
Yeah,
pelvis.
you got to switch everything.
And I need to sit back upright the way I...
By the way, your butt has been talking into that mic the entire time.
Did it make a suitable impression?
It was very loud.
Very loud.
Well,
So
good.
that whole last segment, you were just farting
I
constantly?
suppose I was, or maybe maybe this is the evil Churchill that's taken over.
That's true.
I'm confused. Are you Winston Churchill or are you Gary Oldman?
There is no possibility to be that man. And I won't
What? What do you
negotiate
think,
with
Todd?
this reality.
It's actually Gary.
You silent, shut up, you fuck face. Shut it, you. Up yours.
I think he gets annoyed.
To you, for you, pig bottom. How dare you say such a...
What did I say
You
wrong?
filthy, you animals!
Why?
I hope that you all get conquered by Hitler
know
and
what?
Dunkirk!
Flip it upside down again. I don't like this.
I missed it. I missed his ass with. Oh, never
Yeah.
mind.
Wait, can you say that right in the mic? Just
That's
can we get it
with the-
clean?
with the
I'm
dirty
Todd
eyes.
Glass from Netflix's Act Happy. I miss his ass.
Ass happy.
Okay, just real clean in the mic. So Becky,
Someone
Yes.
should clean this microphone.
yeah, I think we got clumps of dirt on it now. So Becky,
Yes.
where do you practice, by the way?
I practice in Studio City off of Ventura at
Oh, that's where-
Dr. Samosa's office.
Samosa.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. And how long have you been there?
I've been there for 32 years.
32 years.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't realize you were so old. You or not old, but
I'm 39 and
you've been practicing since you were a 7-year-old.
yes.
Good. Healthy child
Thank
labor.
you. Yes.
Yes.
Well, some would say that I'm a genius.
Oh,
Others
you were
would
like a Doogie
say
Howser.
No. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I'm just like Doogie Howser.
So wait, you
Actually,
went to-
Doogie Howser's based on me. Yes, I'm sorry.
So you went to. You were how old when you graduated?
7.
Wow, that is crazy.
Yes, I started dental hygienist school when I was 2.5.
Are you talking without sleep?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you were more like 11
Were you?
when you
Yes.
graduated.
Sometimes
okay.
math is not my strong suit, but teeth.
okay.
Teeth is my strong suit. Yes,
Right.
Todd.
And you sing too. I heard. Well, you to calm
yes,
the patients.
I
love
do
that.
sing.
I love that. I was
Yes.
just reading
What
a
do you
little bit
use?
about you.
Oh, you have her bio there? I don't know why the producer didn't give me the bio, but what do you sing to the
Oh,
patients?
I sing a very, very classic song. It goes a
think
little
it's great.
something like this.
I get your teeth, I get them clean. I get them clean, and sometimes I pull them, sometimes I pull them. But today, maybe I won't, maybe I will, who knows? How
Yeah, I just fell down the stairs attempting to tap dance.
Oh my gosh, that that would put me on edge. There's so much uncertainty in that song. Maybe you're gonna pull him, maybe you won't. I mean, I prefer a dentist to let me know what's happening.
But I'm not a dentist. I'm a dental hygienist.
That makes it make sense.
That's true. So Becky, what are your ultimate dreams with? What do you want to do in the profession?
Well, I used to want to become a dentist, but then I was just like, ew, that's like a little bit too much responsibility. So I want to open up a chain of dental hygienistries.
Oh, okay.
Where you don't get the full service.
So the dentist never comes in.
No.
It's just
you just get your teeth cleaned and you get told what's wrong.
Polished too?
Polished, yes. I polish teeth with shoe polish.
Oh.
And
is that like a trick that nobody knows?
yes. People seem to think that it's poisonous or whatever, but I'm like, if you vomit, then like that's a good diet.
To clean you, it's a cleansing.
Yeah.
That
Really?
makes sense
it
when you
cleans
hear
your
it that way.
inside.
maybe something you might want to slip to.
Oh, I could polish your little dirt teeth.
Oh, not to
Well,
him.
then I would have to flip back over if you'd like to, or we want
I'm
to try
okay
these.
digging in your butt.
Well,
I
it's
guess,
almost indistinguishable.
Yeah, sure.
Do you mind because honestly, like the stench of
sure.
bourbon and
The stench of victory is strong and
Okay.
rare.
Oh, are we going to really do this right now?
yeah,
sure.
I think it's
Flip
good.
right over. Oh, okay. Yep, let me get my little tools out. Oh, yep, okay. Oh,
This is
okay.
gonna be
Oh,
bad.
all right. Scoop, scoop, scoop.
Wednesday
Okay.
like
We
it.
scoop,
Wednesday
we're
like
scooping.
it.
Yes, we're scooping.
Scrapey. Yummy, yummy.
Okay,
Tastes
all
like cinnamon.
right.
Cinnamon,
Okay.
yum, yum.
I need you to stop talking while.
Impossible. Look at win.
Oh, no, that's perfect. Keep moving your mouth like that. Okay. All right. Okay. Up.
Can I smoke a cigar
Please
immediately
do.
after?
Please. Okay.
Excellent.
I think I did it. I think I did it. I think I
Open it up, Winston.
excavated
Let
a
us
bunch
see.
of dirt. Right?
Arguably better than Neville Chamberlain.
See, I'm telling you, shoe polish works.
Wow, and you're gonna throw up a little. You were saying, Becky.
You
Do
could.
I?
Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it doesn't. It truly depends on your chemical makeup inside at your body.
Yeah, well, shoe polish you say might be poisonous. It's
Might
it's like
be.
taking a bottle and a half of aspirin.
I was held captured by the Afrikaners in the Boer War. I can swallow shoe polish for medicine if I need to.
Becky,
I
no
believe in you.
disrespect,
Yes.
but just for the 'cause
You won't
people are
disrespect
listening.
me.
All right, cool.
Is that a warning, or is that you're saying it's not possible?
It's not possible.
Okay,
You
good.
could truly
You have a thick skin.
kick me in the face, and I'd say, "I'll see you tomorrow."
Well, I don't want to do that, but
I mean, I might want to.
and I'll
Honestly,
see you tomorrow.
I mean, I'm not even going to see you tomorrow. But
No, you will. If you kick me in the face, I will come back and
I
say
looked
hello.
it up on the
Oh, really?
National Poison this thing where you can look up what's
Oh,
poisonous,
yes,
what's not. Shoe polish.
www.thenationalpoisonousregistry.com.
Look at
how do you?
know
Yeah,
your
how do you
stuff.
know this? Wow.
It's poison. Shoe polish is definitely poison.
Yes. Okay. Confirmed.
Oh no. You just not to be. I don't.
Todd, Todd, she just confirmed it. I mean,
Yeah.
you were trying to be a little
fairness,
more kind.
and I've been
but-
nice the whole show. I'm showing you a lot of respect, but you said it wasn't poisonous.
Yes, I wasn't sure.
Oh.
So here's the thing about when people talk. Who knows if it's true?
That's a good point. We could
That
be
is
lying.
actually a good.
And a lot of
Who
times
knows?
we're probably lying to each other all the time. You know what I mean? Even
I'm
small.
lying right now, and I'm not even. And I'm lying about that.
Well,
that's-
you're blowing my mind right now.
Thank you.
And I was lying about
Very
that.
intense.
Oh,
I
shut
think
up.
that you're
See?
stupid.
Right when I laugh like that, I hate my laugh. But I don't hate my laugh. Someone said in San Antonio, never hate your laugh. It's when you're
I think the worst thing that you can say to someone is "I hate your smile" or "I hate you laugh" because it takes joy out of their
Yeah,
lives.
it's not nice.
Can I tell you something? I
I
agree.
hate Christopher Nolan's happiness itself.
Well, Becky,
Yes.
you have such an intriguing outlook on life.
Thank you.
You're a delight.
Thank you.
I would like to promote you
Thank
because
you.
if you might take the position of Minister of Dental Hygienistry.
I'll do it.
Yes, because of heavy casualties we've endured
Sure.
at the screening of the film.
What a
Dunkirk.
delight.
And I'd like to talk to you off the air
Yes.
about a friend of mine is a producer on Shark Tank.
Okay.
And I think maybe your idea.
Is this Mark Cuban?
Mark Cuban. He's come to my show.
Or is it the bald Canadian guy?
Mr. Warmth?
Mr. Warm. And I might be able to get you on there for your idea for the chain of dental hygienist stores.
Yeah, what do you suggest to the
What
people
a
who...
treat. Thank you so much.
Yeah, talk to me afterwards.
I will.
What do you suggest to the people who leave your dental hygienist practice before actually getting... Because you tell them what's wrong.
Yes.
And then they're on their own?
Yes.
Well, then they have to go to a dentist, right?
Yes.
But then dentists already have their own dental hygienists.
Yes.
So aren't people going to be paying twice for basically the
Yes.
same service? And
is
that's
that a
how
bad-
that's how you get them.
Yes.
If you can make people pay twice,
Then that means you're very good at money getting.
money
That is
getting.
true.
Yeah.
No, that actually, if you think
I mean,
about
that's-
it.
If you think about it, if you can trick someone's mind into, because I can only imagine, I get your card or I see your flyer or something, I go in and you say, hey, you have 3 cavities,
Yes.
and I go, okay, what are we going to do about it? And you go, I don't know.
I say, I don't know. And then you get into your Toyota Corolla.
And then I pay you.
And then you find a dentist.
Now, can you forward your knowledge to the dentist they're going to?
No.
Oh.
No.
You're isolated.
Well, maybe I don't know more
from
Cuban
the world
that well.
of
Very
dentistry.
isolated.
I know him,
yes.
but not now that I think.
An island unto your own.
Yes, that's perfect. I'm a teeth island.
I'll bite your lip if you touch my.
Oh my God, I think they're going to make out.
They're having a Churchill off.
Oh, they're so close.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I'm Gary Oldman.
No, fuck.
Yes, you are, Gary.
Fuck your cunt.
Oh my, wow. Okay, that put an end to that fight.
goodness. Wow.
Todd just backed off.
Yeah.
That's how you cannot negotiate with a tiger in your head in its mouth.
Oh.
But truly, Winston, thank you for that. Because anytime I get into an argument with someone, I'm going to say, I'm going to fuck your cunt. And they're going to back right off.
That is an
Thank
argument
you.
ender.
We've
Yeah.
been
Right there.
broadcasting that over the English Channel to Hitler's armies day and night, and it's beginning to have less of a zero effect.
What channel is that on?
BBC 4.
Well, Becky,
Yes.
you're so pleasant to be around.
Thank you.
But
I try
do
very hard.
I do feel bad that you haven't gotten to yell like these two have. So if you
Oh.
want to yell about anything,
Okay.
we'll just give you 60 seconds to just, have at it. Just
60
yell.
seconds, that's a long time.
Okay, tell you what, you
Okay.
want less? You want 30?
No,
I'll take 30 of it.
60.
Wait, no, Todd, I don't think anyone wants your
I don't
30.
Okay, it's all
Okay.
yours.
Let's see, what gets me really angry?
Got to be something.
Well, I'm usually pretty happy, but you know what I don't like? I don't like when people tell me I'm wrong. It hurts my feelings, and it makes me angry, and it makes me go home, and it makes me cry. And I don't like crying because I need to save my tears because you need moisture inside your body. And when there's no moisture inside your body, you dry up like a raisin. And when you dry up like a raisin, you have to join that group, the California Raisins. And I don't want to be a raisin. Was that 60 seconds?
That was 60 seconds on the dot.
hug. I
Thank you.
feel bad.
Oh,
You got so.
thank you.
Oh, they're hugging. That's terrible.
I
wanted to see her.
couldn't
She's
not.
such a sweetheart. And
She has such precious little moisture in her body that she doesn't even want to
Doesn't wanna cry.
No.
That is, monologue has brought a dribble to my cheek.
Oh, no,
By the
you
way,
have
you've
to
just
keep
been
it.
drooling the entire time.
Yes, of course. I warned you.
Yeah. Well,
You should see my Shamu show.
Your what?
Shamu show.
Well, yes, after the war, it will be reopened, and people will come from miles around to see me give speeches in a big tank.
Like a Shark Tank.
Yes, and when I flop
like-
about, there will be spittle and such that spill all over people. SeaWorld, but on land, and British.
SeaWorld, but on
SeaWorld,
land.
but on land and British.
And British,
I'm
yeah.
here for it.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm into it. Wait, SeaWorld on land, what is that, like a horse? You can't have
It's,
a whale on land.
Well, yes, it's a bit of a donkey show. Mm-hmm. I will be kicked in the middle of certain indecent acts.
And then just say, see you tomorrow.
And, yep, and then I'll say, see you later, folks. And with as long as the donkey is happy. What, you never fucked a donkey before?
no. Not that I remember.
Wait, you fucked a donkey?
Well, sure. Of course.
Wait, is this?
I
Be honest.
escaped from a prisoner of war camp in South Africa.
Is this Gary Oldman saying this, or is this Winston Churchill?
Well, I would know what. I'll give this one to Gary Oldman. The character that I play.
So, Gary, you fucked a donkey?
He's not able to speak for himself. It's
right.
merely
Or
a
did the
character I
donkey
put on in
fuck
order to
you?
fuck donkeys.
Or did the donkey fuck you?
It's only
a good
polite to allow a donkey his turn.
Well,
After all, they cannot reproduce. Give them that at least.
give
Wait.
them yeah.
Is that true?
Donkeys cannot
Common
reproduce.
courtesy of a interspecies reach around.
Because a donkey is a mule who fucks a horse. Is that what it is? And they-
Something like that.
Why aren't
whatever
there-
it was,
why aren't
whatever
there
it is,
other-
it turns on Gary Oldman.
It's a weird thing because, like, why aren't there other things that like a dog and a cat fuck and they create a different type of animal? Why is it just a donkey?
They do indeed, and it's called a Care Bear.
Well, I do know that if a standard poodle fucks a golden retriever, it's
Yeah,
a
but those are
golden doodle.
dogs.
I know.
Oh, did I step on a joke?
No.
Wait, was Golden Doodle a joke?
No, I was just thinking of other animals, but they're still both dogs.
Yeah, you know
Can
what I mean?
a whale and dolphin fuck?
I don't know. This is
You
a good
get a
question.
wolfin?
This is not a bad question.
There's not.
Have they figured out?
I think we should put it to Parliament and see what the answer is.
Have they figured out why a donkey can exist? Like, and then if they figure out why scientifically these two different animals can fuck and create a donkey, then why can't we fuck dogs?
Thank you.
Yes,
And I
thank
always felt
you.
embarrassed to bring that up. Wait, I actually do want to
This
know. So a
research is
donkey,
urgently required.
a donkey is what?
It's like a horse and
A mule.
and a
A
mule.
horse and mule, and then
Wait,
it has
I-
a donkey, and donkeys and are donkeys always
I
male?
think I've actually got the whole thing wrong. A mule.
mule
is
is-
a donkey and a horse. So never mind. The donkeys have
But-
been putting babies in me the entire time. Hey, Gary Oldman, that is.
All right, guys.